Okay, so you're interested in Colorado whiskey, but how many brands are there? Hold on, we'll talk about it. Hi, how many Colorado whiskey brands are there? 5? 10? 20? Well, here I got a live video for you from a recent event that I go over exactly that. Now, I am the Colorado Whiskey Guy, and it's my mission to introduce the world to Colorado whiskey. So check this video out and you can see exactly how many there are and a cool tip at the end on how you can find out about them. My discovery, and I found out the first thing I learned, there are over 100 different distilleries in Colorado. That's crazy. I think that's nuts, and I was astounded. I realized that over 100 different distilleries in Colorado, I had no idea. I thought it was just like Stranahan's, Axe, and the Oak, and maybe 3 or 4 others. But realizing how much there was, that just set me on fire. I started looking around, and I started searching Colorado whiskey. There was nothing. I didn't find any videos. I found hardly anything. All I found were a few videos talking about Axe and the Oak or Stranahan's, and that's it. They weren't talking about Colorado whiskey. So I'm like, no one's talking about this, and there's over 100 different distilleries, and obviously if they're here doing it, they're doing something right. So I started looking around, and over 100 different distilleries. I found, obviously I found Stranahan's, a really good one, but I also found all the different ones like, Breckenridge and how good that was. But the one that really got me was Peachtree out of Palisade, Colorado. Now they are really doing things right. They got a lot of really neat whiskey, really delicious stuff. I've only tried 1 or 2. I haven't tried that much, but I am so curious about all of it. Now, finding out there are over 100 different distilleries really took my breath away. And I started looking into it and realizing they're all over the state. And I thought, that's cool. That's fantastic. One great resource I've found, if you're looking into how many, exploring different Colorado distilleries, is, let's see, share up on the screen here, is a website, Colorado Spirits Trail. And post that website address here. So the Colorado Spirits Trail it seems like an old website that hasn't been updated. There are some distilleries on here that aren't current anymore, because this is pre-pandemic. This is pre-2020, the last time it was updated. But we'll go through it here. It has a lot of different distilleries that are all here locally. I mean, Deerhammer, the Buena Vista, I've seen them around, but I had no idea they were here in Colorado. Distillery 291, of course, that's a big player right now. But, Durango Craft Spirits, I have one of their bottles myself. Golden Moon, Feisty, Laws, all these different distilleries. And it's just crazy, all these things. And I find out these things and I realize, wow, I had no idea these were even here. That was even here. So that really possessed me. I really wanted to talk about that, especially discovering Colorado whiskey and all these different distilleries and this website listing all these different things. And I'm like, someone needs to talk about this. So that is my mission. My mission is to introduce the world to Colorado whiskey. And I'm not kidding with that. I want to make this a big deal. I think that Colorado can be its own unique varietal, I guess you might want to call it, its own unique thing. I think Colorado can be, like the different regions of Scotch, but that's pie in the sky. I think Colorado can be it. I think people can say, oh, well, there's Kentucky, but there's also Colorado whiskey, and it's its own thing. I think that's fantastic. So that website right there, Colorado Spirits Trail, is definitely a good resource for that. Wasn't that great? Now you know a good resource where you can find out about Colorado whiskey. So check out this video over here if you want to find out more about different Colorado whiskeys. I'll see you next time.
Cheers.